Heaviest volume cluster, very nicely visible in here. Also, what I like about this is that this was a resistance level. The price reacted aggressively to it, and when the price went past it, it became a support. So this is the confirmation I was talking about. Volume cluster plus resistance becoming support setup. This is the reaction to it. Very nice one. Another trend was in here, but as you can see there was opening gap, so all the levels would get invalidated by the gap, so there would be no trade from there. So let's move forwards. There was a buying activity in here, so let's have a look at the profile. Alright, so the heaviest volumes in here. Now it would depend on your stop loss. Maybe it would be a losing trade. I think probably for most people it would. If your stop loss held, then the price was rotating below the level and then it would reach a profit. Alright, so there was a reaction to volume cluster. Unfortunately, the price shot past it with spike move. It's at the break of the day, so it's possible that this was just sort of gap. So probably most people wouldn't even be able to take this trade because it was during the night rollover. So the next day there was another strong trend, strong downtrend. So let's use the flexible profile over the whole trend area to see where the volumes were the heaviest. Alright, so this is nice volume cluster in here with heaviest volumes right there. Very nice reaction to it. So let's move forward. And let's have a look at the volumes and how they were distributed in here. So in here there are three places to go short from. First one in here, there isn't really a price rotation, so it would be a risky trade, but there's the confirmation, support becoming resistance. As you can see, there was a strong buying activity, the price just went past the level, so it would be a losing trade. The next one, next volume cluster, in here. Also, the strong buyers who rejected lower prices and pushed the price aggressively upwards would also go past this significant volume cluster. So this would be also a losing trade. And the next one is this one, and this would depend on your stop loss. If your stop loss held this, then it would be a winning trade. Alright, so this was the third volume cluster to trade on that day. Not really good trading day in my opinion, as the setup didn't really work. But when you are trading, you need to be aware that there's not a strategy that would have 100% winning ratio, so there will always be some losers. So next strong downtrend is in here, and the first volume cluster was right there. I think that the reaction came a little bit sooner. Yeah, it did. Just a little bit. So the level was tested. No trade there. And the second one was in here with heaviest volumes right there. And this would be a winner. First the price went a bit past the level, but then it turned downwards. The next day there was a strong uptrend. So let's have a look at the volumes. At first, it was this strong volume cluster, and this was the reaction to it. A very nice place to jump into the uptrend right there. Then, let's have a look at this part of the day. There was this volume cluster with heaviest volumes in here, and this one would actually depend on your trading style. Either you discard the level because of this reaction, or it would be a losing trade because the price went past it and hit your stop loss, or if you held it and your stop loss was wide enough, then it would be a winning trade. But still, there wasn't a precise reaction to the level, so it didn't really work that well, this one. Then another significant volume cluster was in here with a nice buying reaction. Alright, so that's for the trend setup on the ES. As you can see, it works pretty nicely also in here, as on the euro or other forex pairs or other trading instruments. Alright, let me show you one more. This is a really nice one. It's a really nice confirmation of the level in here. This volume cluster right there and this reaction. What I like about it is this is what caught my eye. Support becoming resistance. Alright, this is the level. You can see how precisely it worked. Price reacting to the level very aggressively, very strongly. Then it creates a very nice volume cluster within a little rotation inside strong downtrend. Alright, this is really a nice looking trade. I would say sort of ideal trade. Alright, so this was the trend setup, a setup which I like to use on a daily basis, along with the volume accumulation setup. It's one of my most favorite setups, so you definitely want to go over charts and practice this setup and put it into use. Alright, so that's for the video. I'll see you in the next one, where I'll cover another trading setup.